gonna do a bit more building on here today. I'm gonna see if there's some more things that we can get done and just get cracking with it in general, really. Do a bit more to it. I need to rebuild the fence at this side, the little green barrier. I've got the barrier to put along here. Yeah, there's certainly some things to do here on the map. So that's definitely what I will be going ahead and doing. Doing some of the things on the map to get this place fixed up a little. But there is one thing that I do want to start off by doing, and this is going to help us a bit when the map gets dark, and I've been kind of slowly, I guess in a way, slightly putting this off, because I've not really been, I'll admit, I've not really been too sure on how to build it as such, but we're gonna try and do a street light today. Yeah, we're gonna try and do a street light today. So we're gonna build that up by 2, and the street light is in green. Oh. So we're going to build this up pretty solidly high, and then we're going to get this, and we're going to wrap it round. You know, just for little bit of extra detailing. Now this is actually meant to be more round, but if you start putting these on like that, do you see how they go like really weird and they don't really join together that well? Oh, I'll have to fix that now. Where we just broke that bit of wall. Yeah, they don't really go together that well, so I kind of don't want to do it really. You know what I mean? Use the circles. Even though the street lamp is more of a, I guess you could say, like rounder shape, it's still not really, you know, it's still like better to do it square in this because it works better when it's square. There is also a yellow sign on this, what says like, I think it's something like for parking, you know, like them little like long stay parking signs or whatever you get. So we'll have to put that in. We need this to be just a bit sort of up into the windows, don't we? Like, you see, the thing about this map, which has been really hard, but not as hard as like previous builds that I've done, has definitely been the scale of things. I have actually thought about building Driffield on this game before. Now you guys know that I have done that in Minecraft before, but the scale of things can be like very difficult, as you guys, you know, possibly won't know, but the scale of things can actually be like quite annoying, because like I say, like getting the scale of things right isn't always the easiest thing to do, and it can make it like really hard. But I think, you know, we are sort of getting there quite well with this map. There's, you know, possibly a few things what don't, what maybe don't necessarily add up, but all in all, I don't actually think we're doing that bad. This street light's very, very weird. It does a lot of wiggling. I'm gonna tell you that for free. It kind of like almost comes out again and then goes back in. So let's try and see if we can entertain that. These street lights do go very high, by the way, as well. Just to say, that's not right. They've got to be completely. It is a very weird street light. Don't get me wrong here. And how high does it go? I'm not going to do it too much more higher than this. And then we're going to get a flat green. Possibly this. And then we'll just run this out a bit. Possibly to there, I think, will be the best idea. And then what we need to try and do, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we need to try and find some form of lighting that can go in place of the street light. Something very, very similar to this. Let's see if we can. Can I not? Or does it not allow me to do it for some reason? I thought that... No, that's actually very weird. It doesn't... It's very weird about where it allows you to place a light for some reason. And I don't technically... Look, you see how it goes there? A lighter colour, and you just... I can place it here, but I can't... This is not going to be the easiest thing. We have got this here, however. We could potentially stick that there, stick that there, but then can we do the same, or is it gonna... That's it, you see, and then already, like, we can't then place it here. Right, this is going to be an awkward thing to do. So let's go up a bit and see what we've got in terms of other lighting facilities. I think there is one further up that we might be able to use. A bit like a little circle wall light. It won't... Ah, yeah, this is what I was... this is what I was going on about. We could potentially just do this. I'm not like completely sure like what else we could do. So this, in my opinion, we could potentially do that. It does light up and it does potentially do what I want it to do. But it's I must say, like, I wish there was better lighting, but you know, it's not the worst thing. So there we go, guys. I've also been thinking as well, guys, about when I potentially get the Coronation Street side of things finished. If you guys are enjoying this, I've had a little idea about opening this up here. You see where the tunnel goes through. And I've been having a potential idea about building some more stuff outside of the map, if that makes sense. So it would be pretty easy to do. I would basically what I would do is I would just replicate the bridge. So what we've got here, I would just replicate it at the other side of this tunnel, and then make a train track go across it, and actually make the train track in use, and maybe like even build a train on it, but not near the Coronation Street set, and I'd make it like carry on behind. And I think that would potentially work out like pretty cool, if you ask me. And I think it would look pretty sick if we did do that. So I think potentially once we get this map potentially like done in terms of the Coronation Street side, I might open up this wall and make more of a town area, some more shops and some like more houses and stuff like that. Maybe even something like another pub, maybe some more like stuff with a car park, but base it off of real buildings. So take like real life houses and make them, but to kind of fit the theme of this area. And I think that would potentially look pretty sick. But we'll just have to see what goes down in Chinatown. So we've got our street light up here, looking fine, looking good. So all we've really got to do now is build up this side of the shop, or whatever you want to call the building. I'm going to do it so far, and then I'm going to like leave it, because there is another building which kind of joins on after it, but however it kind of is a separate building. Like it looks a bit like it joins on, because there's a little like extension bit on the next building with a door, and I think it would go to the upstairs of the building, but it's kind of that what joins together with the building we're doing now. But it doesn't necessarily, the building itself doesn't join together. So before I start the next building, I want to go ahead and completely like roof off this building and finish the bridge. I want to do one building at a time on this map. So like it may take a while for me to get to doing other things on the map. Like we've been working on this map a week now. I started it a week ago today, and I know we haven't like really necessarily, we've done a ton of streams, but we haven't necessarily got anywhere in terms of progress really. Just hold in, that's all I can say. Just hold in, because we are like, we are going to get there, and we are going to get some things happening very soon. So all I can say is just hang in there really, and let's just hope that we can get things going. I can also see a little bit of what the hairdressers looks like, so that's quite good. There's also a bus shelter and a bus stop there. Very nice there, got a little bus stop. I can also see down to the kebab shop as well. That's quite good, it kind of shows me there, but I'd rather see a bit more of that closer. I can do Audrey's. I don't know how I'm going to do the tree. I can see a bit with this picture. I'm just not really sure scale wise really how I'm gonna get things going there. So I suppose we'll come to it. I'm thinking potentially about maybe going over there next. So like once I've done this building, I am potentially thinking about just making a start, a teeny bit of a start on the hairdressers, because I think that could potentially be quite a fun building to do. And then it kind of like it kind of corners off this little section here. So we've got like summit there, we've got summit here and summit there. It's kind of making the complete square, if you like, the complete sort of T-junction. And I think potentially that could work pretty well. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we can do there. So yeah, all I can say is stay tuned. Oh, there is also something on this building which I want to put in, and I do want to put it in, like, I guess, like, it's going to be a bit hard to put in, but it's just adding that detail to the building, and if we don't do it, I'll, like, probably wish in so many, like, weeks' time when we're a lot further on, even, you know, nearly completed, I will possibly start to think, I wish I'd detailed that now, if you get me. Like, oh, I wish I'd, like, added that detail in now. It would have made it look even better than it is. And that's exactly, you know, why I'm sort of gonna put it in, because I do want to detail this map. Oh, you are having a poo, right? I've just lost what level, what row of bricks that was on, because it put me to the top. It's this row here where we want to be. It's this row here. So all I can do is it's not the row after the door, but it's 2 rows after the door. So it's here basically, where we need to do the sign. So I'm going to fill that in, and same there. And how do we want to do this? I'm thinking the same as the way we've done the other sign. So we need to get the white. It's the same as the Coronation Street sign, if you don't know, by the way. And it pretty much just says a different street on it for another street. So yeah, it's pretty much, you know. Alright, there we go, guys. Something like that, I think. Oh, pardon. Perhaps a little bit longer, though. I am gonna say perhaps a little longer. Is that right? Or does that just give us a... No, that's good, is that? I don't know how wide. How wide we want to really do this. I say possibly a couple of blocks wider, if you ask me. And then we can just put a bit of writing on, and, you know, bish bash bosh, real good nosh, really. Perhaps a little something like that, then we'll change to the black again. Something like that, maybe. Just as a thing. And then what I'll do is I'll get the white again, and I'll get a flat piece. And we'll make it flat, just so it is actually flat. Then we'll get back to our dark orange and fill up around the sign. So yeah, guys. What's happening with Payback? That's what you guys are probably wondering. Well, Payback is shortly going to be coming to an end, guys. Now, this is not because I don't enjoy Payback. Payback was only ever meant to be a small series. Now, I was originally planning to make it 10 episodes, but I'm planning to make it a little shorter than that. And basically what has gone down is pretty much I'm going to be finishing it pretty soon. So I'm possibly maybe only going to be doing one more part, or maybe like 2 more parts, and that's going to be it. But possibly one more part, and I want that to come out like pretty soon because I've got some stuff planned with Payback that I want to get done, and I've got something planned after Payback, but I can't necessarily say what that is. But I've got something planned after Payback, and this thing what I had planned wouldn't be right if I didn't do it on a specific day. It would kind of, to tell you the truth, it would ruin the whole atmosphere of it, if that makes sense. It would ruin the whole atmosphere, and it wouldn't be as good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we've got right. Let's do this. Right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm guessing about here for the window. This time it's a grey window, so it's not a white window this time. This is what I like about this game. With Minecraft, you're very limited to what you can do window wise. It's the same window. It's a very similar window as well. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to start the window a little lower because it's actually a bit of a bigger window. It is just a tidge bigger. I'm going to take out this row and start it just a row lower. It is a bigger window. It's the same sort of shape, but there's like something a little bigger to it. And there is the same. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's the same amount of window holes as well. So we need to go across and see. I think I did the thingy by 2. Yeah, I done the dark grey. I left a gap of 2 for the 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, I think it's just a 1 actually. Oh yeah, and also guys, I need to take care of that. So there we go, guys. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, we've still got to do it one more. So guys, it's got round to that week again. I go every month, every second Thursday in the month. Me and my dad have started a trend where we go to Wings. If you don't know what Wings is, it's like the best place you can go to eat out. It's you just go and like you pay like something like just over 11 quid, something like that, and you can just literally eat what you want. Like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and they literally have everything from Chinese to Indian, Indian to Italian, Italian to UK. So you're pretty much just getting like loads of stuff like chips, chicken, sausages. Then you're getting all like your beef in black bean sauce, your noodles, your prawn toast. You get all your seafood like your mussels and your crabs and stuff like that, your fish. And then you can also get stuff like your Sunday dinner, you know, like your roast beef and your Yorkshire puddings, and you know, you can get like loads of different pizzas and garlic breads, prawn crackers. You get all like barbecue ribs, and you know, you're pretty sorted. And we kind of went as a one-off because we hadn't been for a while. And then we went on holiday, as you guys know, and then we decided we'll go again after the holiday because we enjoyed it the first time. So then last time we went, we thought, forget this, we'll make it a regular thing, you know, maybe something like the first of every, the second Thursday of every month. We'll have a little trip to, we'll have a little trip to Wings and just have a bite to eat. And a little bit of scran, and then come back home, you know, have just a little bit of scran and a pint, and it goes down well. It makes a pretty enjoyable night. Me, my dad, and just one of my mates goes, and we just make a little fun, enjoyable night out of, you know, what would possibly just be a night sat at home. Which, don't get me wrong, I enjoy streaming on this and stuff like that, but you know, it's nice to just have a little bit of a change and go for a little bit of food. You know, there's still maybe we might have to possibly we maybe ought to have this is also going to go across here as well. This is the difference with this window, by the way. Yeah, you know what, we should have moved that window down, really, because, I mean, the window is pretty... I think, if I'm actually honest, we should have perhaps maybe moved the sign up. Like, I think we perhaps are maybe just making the sign a little too short, if I'm making sense. And then we've got a darker grey just for a row. I also do definitely think, though, that we should have made the window perhaps just another block lower, though. We're just gonna have to see, aren't we? So what did I do for this? We got the 2s, didn't we? Was it 2s? I can't remember how we did it, guys. I think we did. Oh, it was the thicker 2s. It was the it was this type of 2, not the flat one. It was the thicker style of 2s. Yeah, this is possibly most definitely not gonna go. Yeah, you see, look, we're right at the top of the building, but I might actually make the building a bit higher anyway. So don't, like, I can make the building a bit higher, and I think that is perhaps what I'm gonna do. Because I think, you know, I think after the thing itself, after the little green like bit what sticks out, it does go a bit higher. So I think I did also intend to make the building higher as well, but maybe, you know, by now just forgotten about it. So I'm going to at least make it, you know, sort of 2 blocks higher than it originally was. I think as well it just kind of seemed a bit, you know, right at the time for these windows. There's also a little something I need to fix on one of the windows, I think, as well, isn't there? So we shall we shall be doing that as well. And yeah, so hopefully you guys are enjoying what we're getting done here on the map. We are building Coronation Street. If some things are looking a little bit unfamiliar to you, if you like seeing me zoomed in on this and thinking that's not Coronation Street, it is Coronation Street, bro. It actually is. Weatherfield, the whole thing itself. So guys, you guys are going to be so surprised with me, but I actually almost turned down a night out last night. We had a look to Hull Fair, as you guys know. We're going to go out for a drink, and for whatever reason, I went like super tired. And when I say super tired, like I'm talking super tired. I don't know why, but I went really like where I'd keep yawning type thing. And I don't know, like I just for some reason went really tired, and it got to the point where I sort of thought about saying, right, this is it, you know, like I don't really fancy it, you know. And it took my mum quite a while to get ready to go for a few drinks. And in the end, we then sort of decided, you know, or I decided, you know what, I will. After I'd had a few drinks type thing, I sort of thought to myself, yeah, you know what, like, yeah, you know what, you know, I had a little bit of a lay down, and you know, I guess in a way I just sort of thought, yeah, you know what, I will have a night out, you know, type thing. And you know, I just decided in the end that I would, you know, just in the end I just thought, yeah, you know what, why not, you know, let's do it really. So so in the end, I just kind of thought, yeah, I will go out, and I did. And you know what? All in all, I did enjoy myself. I just, for some reason, felt tired, which I don't always necessarily usually do. And it was just a bit weird why I did really, because I don't usually. I'm usually like, oh yeah, like I want to go out. You know, I'm sometimes annoying people like, oh, you're coming to pub this weekend, when, you know, they probably don't even want to go every weekend. And I'm just there like, oh, you're coming to pub this weekend, mate. Like, oh, you out this weekend? Oh, you getting, you know, you off the club this weekend? And, you know, they're probably thinking, oh, God, does he ever stop wanting to go out? You know, but that's just me, I guess. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to get the dark grey again. And we need to go ahead and wrap this round. Just like this on top of here. We possibly can get a longer one, to be fair. I don't know why I don't always get a longer one. So that's going to pretty much go like that. And then we pretty much got a little flat piece. That's just gonna slightly go up diagonal from this, and it is also going to sit on top as well. Like this. And then on this bit here is where I'm gonna put a Tigi single one. Well, to be fair, like, again, it'll just go up like that, and this is just gonna represent a Tigi, a teeny weeny like gutter. And then the actual roof itself is then gonna start on here. So yeah guys, Payback is gonna be ending. It's been a good series, and I'm gonna bring it back for a season 2, so don't worry about that. But what I have in store is hopefully gonna be good for you guys, and I'm certainly so looking forward to it happening. And I hope like things go to plan, because things might not necessarily go to plan, and it's to do with what I was telling you guys about the other day. You know, where I said something along the lines of I've got something planned, but I need to get like people's opinion on it, and I need to like see if I can get people to do it, sort of thing, if that makes sense. Is this the wrong one? This is annoying me now. I can't. No, I'm sure that is the right one. Let me go back to it. Yeah, it's not. It's the way it turns, look. It doesn't. It only goes, there. That's what we want. There we go, that's what we want. And then this will just run along and do the same. And then we'll fix the guttering out, obviously. And sort things out. But when we do more of the roof, which we will be doing more of that soon. You know. Yeah. Aye. Yes. No, that don't work. Unless now we can use that. Oh yeah, we can. That's good. So yeah, I'll do more of that when we get to it. But as of right now, I can't do much more to it. I'm looking forward to getting some more stuff done though. So we're most definitely getting further with it. Definitely. We just need to take it a little. We just need to take it a little further. Yeah, but seriously guys, if this thing what I have planned takes off, then it should be good. And it's something that when you guys see it, you will kind of be like, it's not something, let's say it's not something you guys would think about. It's not something that you guys would think about, and to be honest with you, you guys probably won't even know why it's happening on a specific day. Like even when it gets released, you guys won't think like, oh yeah, that's why he's doing it on that day. If you get me. Like you guys won't. I don't reckon you guys will know what it is. I have said that you guys can work it out, and you can like comment if you think you know what it is. And if you think you know what it is, then and you put it down, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not. in the stream, but like if I can message you any other way, then I'll say that you're right. But I don't want like the people who haven't guessed it to know what it is, if that makes sense. I want to like make it a bit more of a surprise, if you like. So yeah. Oh, but there we go, guys. So I think I am gonna leave this stream here for now. We've done a bit more building. We are starting to crack on. I also think I've just made a mistake with the window. I didn't set it back. I should have done it on the block behind. But I don't think it really matters. There is just one thing that I do want to do though before we go ahead and call this a good stream and end. I just want to put my little ledge in, because if I don't do that now, then I'll never do it, will I? So what's planned for me in the future then, in terms of clubbing year and stuff like that? Well, I didn't film anything this weekend because there was nothing like specifically planned, if that makes sense. So I didn't really, in a way, see the point, because there was nothing planned. I didn't see the point in filming anything because like I say, like there was nothing like set in stone. Like the thing about clubbing year isn't just to film me in a club, and I think that's where some people get mixed up and think that I'm just doing clubbing, the clubbing year to like try and like show off that I'm old enough to go in a club, and that I'm old enough to do that I'm old enough to do all these rave nights. But that's not the intentional like purpose of it. The actual purpose of it is to actually like film decent artists and like in a way like help them get spread. And it's just like a way to like, it's just like a way to vlog like different events, if that makes sense, rather than like me just, because I could film a night at the local pub any night, or a night down in the local club, but like it's quite good how like one time we're going to see like, you know, like Danny Ake and Kim and Kinder like mixing house beats, and then like a month later we're seeing like Lasgo and DJ Hixie from like, you know, the makers of Clubland, and you know, then sort of like, you know, then was sort of like what did we do after that? Yeah, then we're sort of like seeing Paul Taylor at Retro, and you know, then we're seeing Special D, and who came with Special D again? Oh wow, I've completely... That's going to annoy me now. I've forgotten who I went to see. It wasn't Mark Breeze, was it? No, he came in December. Who was it? It was Special D and someone else. Who was it? Club Filler, that was it. Special D and Club Filler. Wow, as if I forgot that. Special D and Club Filler. And then after that we're going to see Angie Brown doing singing, you know what I'm saying? And then we're like going all the way up to Yarm and seeing Paul Taylor again, but doing like a bit more of a retro night. And then we're like, do you know what I mean? Then we're like going to an outdoor courtyard and hearing like loads of drum and bass MCs and happy hardcore vibes. Like, the point of clubbing year isn't just to prove that I can go to these events. It's just a chance to like show these different artists and like travel about to different nightclubs up the country and around the area. And will clubbing year come back next year? Because I know we're October, so we are getting like close to the end of the year, aren't we? And my answer is I would like to bring it back next year. I would love to bring it back next year. I personally enjoy doing it. I think it's fun to do. I enjoy recording like all the different places that we go to, and whether I do something like clubbing year or not, I'm still gonna be going clubbing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just because of clubbing year, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, so it's just one of them things, really, isn't it? There we go, that's better. I just thought we'd do a bit of the footpath again, get a bit more of the road going before I like end off the stream. So yeah, like, I'd definitely like to do it again. Oh, I've just made an error with that footpath. Better fix that, you know. So yeah, guys, that is the way she blows. I often told myself that we could be more than just friends. What's it gonna be? 'Cause I just make this a little more filled up. Oh, that looks so much better, like, even with this just here. So yeah, guys, I think that is alternatively going to do it for today's stream. This building has been a very big building. It takes a lot of time to do in Lego World, so, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not alternatively, if you think it's going slow, then I personally... Hi. How you doing? Hi. Again. Think that's gonna... Let me... Ooh, you know, we actually did not do a bad job at that. I will just finish this while we're here. Because I do feel like, you know, it's necessary. There's just a few, like, little errors that we need to fix. From the old one to the new one. It's just where the copying went a bit wrong. Hi, welcome. Just comment. I'll stay a bit longer now. Like, there's a couple of heads in. Oh yeah, that window's gone a bit lower, hasn't it? Yeah, it didn't quite do exactly what I wanted. Lol. Yeah, just comment if you wanna see like some of the other stuff that I've already built. No, we don't want to do that, do we? We'll take that. Oh, I didn't really... We'll just take the window out. You could see it. Yeah, I'm talking like this building, the rovers and the bridge and... Right. That should do now to get us where we want to be. Got to go already, have you? Oh, are you sure about that? Nah, you know I'm just messing with you, bro. Well, thanks for stopping by. Even though it weren't long. It'll have to be longer next time, won't it? And, yeah. So we'll take this to here. Bring that up there. That will then fill that up. You know, it probably, like, now you think of it, probably would have been quicker to just build the window again. Because, like, we've tried to copy it, but you can actually see, like, where we've failed at copying it. And where it's, like, where it's missed bits out. I think the game itself... you know, I think like it needs a bit of sorting out, does this game, if you ask me, like in terms of stuff like that. So we're just like having to go around and make it all the rest. It's hard to like spawn everything. Like it's hard to measure it in exactly the right place. But that shouldn't be too bad now. And I think there is a pretty longish gap here between the two, so we'll take that there. Saying that though, it's then gonna make us... Nah, you know what? It'll do. We'll scale the building down just a bit. It has gone long enough. Alright. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. Yeah, we are starting to slowly but surely starting to take place. I like the sign on the rovers. I like how we actually like fit it in. That was good. That was genius. Same with this sign here. We've done some good stuff. The rovers is by far my favourite building. It's got a lot of detail on it. This was a very plain building. So... Oh, I've missed something as well. I'll have to... On that building over here. It's just another one of these white things here. These little green signs, like a little open sign. Nothing too serious. Can you show your house? What do you mean by that? Like, I don't have a house on here yet. There's only the rovers, and I've got no way to show my real house, and I don't want to show my real house. because you don't know who's about. In low. There's nothing at the back, by the way. But there possibly will be when now I'm like, oh heck, something's deciding to fight me. Wait, did I end up inside? Oh, it must have been them two. Look at this though. Does it not just look so sick? Back out we go. Bit of a whole problem there. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the stream in a minute, but I think before we do, we better do our duties and fill the hole up. There we go. Made a perfect circle though, I'll give it that. There we go. Alright guys, like, subscribe, comment. We shall see you guys in the next stream.